All right, Grant. Our final segment.
You got to load it
This
up.
episode's Game Gambit.
All right.
All right, if anyone's watching this for the first time or the video that I'm going to make of it afterwards,
Hold on. You're so excited. You sound like you're out of breath. You're like you're you're
I love
excited.
game. I love
I know,
Game
I know,
Gambit,
I
dude,
know, but I
'cause
can tell
we
you're
don't know anything about what's going to be chosen.
I know,
Well,
but
I mean, we could, but
I know, but you're so fucking excited. You're out of breath and shit. You're like, I can hear it. Like I'm about to edit that shit out.
I
All
hope
fucking.
we get a game we don't know nothing about.
I know that'd be
Like
cool.
something we don't know anything about. But what we do for Game Gambit is we ask AI to give us a randomly generated game or whatever from any era, and it just gives us a random game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last week was Space Invaders. All right, we were able to talk about that because we knew quite a bit about it because we played in arcades and everything like that.
They gave us. I'll be honest with you, they gave us a softball one. They gave us an easy. They gave us an underhand toss pitch.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and ask Grok or whatever AI, give me a random game from any era to talk about. All right.
Don't say any era. Say any console.
Any console.
Yeah. Drum roll, please.
All right, Grant. About to share it now.
All right.
I got the picture.
All right.
I got the picture, Grant. Grant, share now.
Shadows of Colossus.
You remember this?
I do remember this
2002,
game.
I think.
Yep.
Early 2000,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Came out on PS2. Yeah,
Yep.
PlayStation 2, right?
PlayStation 2.
Shadow of the Colossus was really the kind of the first of its kind, right?
Yeah.
Like huge monsters that you would have to ride up to or whatever, walk up to and have to climb. Like you have to beat the Colossuses or the bosses, you'd have to climb through all this stuff. About to climb on their back, their shoulders, wherever it came through, and do certain things to defeat them and bring them down. And eventually, this was this the one that just recently got remastered? Like, well, I mean, a few years ago.
Yeah, well, it was 2018.
And they made something similar to it, I think.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you had to go around. This is the one you had to beat the 16 colossal creatures.
Yeah. 2000. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was PlayStation 2 though. But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, it was a fun game. I played it. I remember I played this game and beat it, but it was first of. It's kind of. I would say it is kind of the first of its kind. Can I remember playing anything like this? How big these monsters were. And then they made like another one similar to it called Guardians or something like that. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Let's see, Shadow of Colossus.
So this game was actually remastered so it came out in 2005, and it was remastered in 2011 for the PlayStation 3, and then again for the PlayStation 4. By Bluepoint.
So this one, it wasn't a sequel, but the most recent one that's similar to this called The Last Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
It had the same concept of Shadow of the Colossus. That's what I was thinking of too. But Shadow of the Colossus, dude, I mean, it was a fun game.
It was cool.
And it brought like those big skill epic boss battles. Eventually you see that in later games too, that they just had huge bosses that you had to fight.
So I mean, what was cool about it was like it didn't have any random enemies in this game. Like no random dungeons.
Puzzle solver too.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a mix between Myst in a way. And
kinda, yeah.
Well, I mean, just like from the problem solving aspect.
Yeah, problem, yeah.
Yeah. And you fought the Colossi. I mean, that's all you fought. I mean, that was it. Yeah. So it was this problem is that, and then fighting those big ass enemies.
Yeah, but it brought that grand scale, like epic scale battle of you versus you're this kid or whatever, fighting these huge monsters.
You know, there's a lot of people who couldn't play this game because they have a I'm gonna call it a disease. It's a fear of large objects. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What is that called?
Let me see. Let me Google it. What's the fear of large?
Megalophobia.
Yeah, that's it.
Slow Googler.
Yeah, that's
slow.
Well, here's the thing: is like when I typed it was on the caps locks, and I'm weird. I had to delete it and then go back, take off the caps locks. I don't know. Megalophobia. Yeah. So they couldn't play that. A lot of people couldn't play this game because of that. I say a lot. I say a lot. I don't know how many people have fear of.
You got to count, buddy.
Well, let me. You know
You got a
what?
count on
I
us?
have an item that can tell me.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many people? Many people have megalophobia.
One in how many?
It says, however, it's estimated that 7 to 10% of the population has a specific phobia. Okay, including. Okay, that didn't tell me anything.
Oh God.
Worst Googler ever.
Garbage.
Uh,
You're the top 10 worst Googlers of all time. You'd be number one.
let's
Straight number
see.
one.
Well, it's their fault for telling me that.
Okay, Rocky Dennis, what are you doing? You don't know how to Google?
Let me see. Let me ask something more advanced.
Oh God, you have to use AI now.
Yes, I
You don't
do.
know what to type in.
I do.
Excuse me, Chat GPT. Can you tell me what to type into Google to get this?
There
That's
is
what
no
you're doing right
exact
now.
statistics. Sorry, I can't help you. But it did say that every 1 out of 10 person has a.
One
This
out
is
of
crazy.
10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10 person has some type of phobia. I go ahead and tell you, I'm arachnophobic.
Well, yeah, one out of 10. I would believe of.
Are
Some
you
type
are
of
you
phobia.
are you a phobic? Are you phobic of anything?
I don't like to be. I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't like to be restrained in any type way.
Like, do you like being in large crowds of people, or does that bother you?
I'm big, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't bother me.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Because I'm 6'5". I
Yeah.
just bulldoze over people, but I'm not. I don't like being restrained. Like if you put me inside a small area that I can still kind of move around in, I'm not claustrophobic. But if you got me like, say you pull a like tie a rope around my shoulders or something like that, I don't like that.
Kind of like Houdini. Like if you couldn't do
Yeah,
Houdini
oh no,
tricks.
I couldn't do that.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. But like if I'm in a tight space, I'm fine. But I just
Yeah.
can't be restrained. I don't know what kind of fear that is.
No, I'm
Why don't you
not.
Google it?
A
Google
fear of like a fear of tight spaces.
a fear of being restrained or
Okay.
any type of.
Fear of being
I know what
restrained.
tight spaces is. That's claustrophobia.
Yeah, it's called
No,
meranthiophobia.
never mind.
No, that's what it's called. The fear of being restrained is called meranthiophobia.
All right, you saying that right?
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of what I got.
it's from the Greek word meranthos.
Oh, thank you, Grant.
You're welcome.
Well, our gamer rant has gotten off topic.
Yeah, we've gone way offhand.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Shadow of the Colossus, guys. It was a fun game. It was a good game at the time. One of first of its kind, I would say, at least from what I remember of games back then. That was the first game I ever played like it. But fantastic game. If you guys want something similar that's more next gen, I would say Last Guardian. Play that.
Hey, at least I know if me and you ever like sparred, I know what I'd do. I'd just go get a fucking like a cowboy rope and just tie you.
You wouldn't even be able to do that.
Fucking
You probably don't know how to tie a rope knot.
fucking
Lasso. You
cowboy.
don't know how to do that.
Well, if I put him in a cowboy rope, boy, you go fucking hyperventilate.
I'd break free.
That's
I'd
all right.
break free.
That's how you throw a daddy long legs on me. I'm
Pull
a
you
fucking.
with me. I'll pull you with me.
Hey, you throw a daddy long
Throw
legs
one of
on
those
me. I'm
little
a
cute jumping
hyperventilate.
spiders at you, and you probably
Dude,
pee your
I'd cry.
pants.
Dude, it would be bad.